Yeah, how to get the best out of your finance and finance teams. Stand by, go. Be up to date. Yeah. Update your records regularly. These days of online bookkeeping packages such as Xero and bank fees directly, you don't have to be retyping anything. There's no reason your books can't be up to date. As of yesterday or Friday, you should know what's in the bank, who's paid you, who owes you money, who you owe money to. So, and all your day-to-day bookkeeping, there's no reason why that can't be happening on a regular basis. And the more regularly you do it, the less of a job it is each time. And biggest point, only real takeaway from this, communicate between finance and operations. Yeah, this is through power in Afghanistan. Obviously they need to be up to date, they need to know exactly what's happening, they need to know what each other are doing. The better you communicate with your finance team, the more often you sit down with your FD or your financial controller and tell them what's happening in your business, the more likely it is they'll be able to spot something weird in the numbers and then feed that back to you. So yeah, be up to date, communicate with operations. Know where you are. This is the mortar team in Afghanistan. If these guys don't know where they are of no use to anybody because they can't point at where the enemy is. Yeah. Similarly in business, we need to know where we are today before we can go anywhere else. That means understanding your balance sheet. Any decent accountant ought to be able to walk you through your balance sheet. If you don't understand what's in there already, what a balance sheet is, they should be able to tell you. Explain what an asset is, explain what a liability is. And this drives everything forwards from there. So on your assets, yeah, know what's going to turn into cash when, and be honest about this. Yeah, if you've got a customer you know isn't going to pay you, write it down. If you've got inventory, if you've got stock of stuff you know isn't going to sell, write it down. Be honest with yourself about whether this really is an asset to your business or not. Similarly on the liability side, know who you're going to have to pay and when you're going to have to pay them. Yeah, your suppliers, know what's in there. Other big liabilities, your corporation tax. At the moment, that's an annual thing that comes through. That's going to become quarterly, quite probably. Know what that is when it's due. Your VAT is the other big one. So month-on-month stuff isn't so much, but yeah, know what's on your balance sheet. So know where you are. Look to the future. Yeah. So actually go around and produce forecasts. So you know where you are today. You've got your balance sheet. That will give you some information about the future. Your profit and loss tells you where you've come from. Your balance sheet tells you where you are. Your forecasting tells you where you're going. Yeah. Cash is king. Yeah. Businesses don't go bust because they're not making profits. Businesses go bust because they run out of money. Highly profitable businesses, especially if they're growing, can run out of money. The other way around. I mean, I worked in a business that made £1 million of losses every year I was there. But because the investors believed in the business and carried on pumping the cash in, that was fine. Know where you are in the cash. Having a plan doesn't mean it will be easy. One of the biggest things, if you can communicate clearly with your staff where the business is going, what they're doing, what's important, it means people can focus on what is important, not worry about things they might need to do. But it doesn't mean it will be easy. This is the log race on P Company, worst 15 minutes of my life. But these people know exactly what they're trying to achieve. Yeah, they know they want to be paratroopers. And they're prepared to put in the hard work, and believe me it is, to get up that hill with that great big log because they know what they're trying to achieve. If you've got a very clear focus for your business, people will drive on when it gets hard. And finally, deal with uncertainty. Going out of the door at night with more than your own body weight attached to you there is worrying. But you've got your forecasts, go over them again, do some scenario planning around that. Check the sensitivities. Where are the big levers or dials in your business? What happens if interest rate changes? You win a big client, your suppliers change. And then repeat. Go back to the beginning, make sure you're up to date, make sure you know where you are, know what's happening. There you go, Index.